Hey you guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more of RimWorld, back with some more of Dweeb and the Mechanitor here, where the SS gift box is looking delightful these days, and I was immediately notified in comments, hey Dave, why do you have this silly little corridor going along here? That's not very efficient at all, you're boasting about efficiency, and I say no! I've never boasted about efficiency. I said this is the most efficient shape for a spaceship. I didn't say my version of it was going to be that efficient. So we're having my silly little corridor. Let's just all learn to cope with that information. Speaking of which, now that I'm looking at this, while we're building a rec room area for the SS gift box, why don't I put down a table of some sort so they can eat? What have I got a lot of? I got a good amount of slate right now. How about we build a slate table, just a small one in here. A slate table that could live, say, yeah, like right there. That's fine. And then throw a couple of chairs up here. I'll go have some more trees scheduled for demolition momentarily. There we go. Nice spot for them to sit down and have a little bite to eat. Let's get things moving along here. Raphael, what are you out to go do? You're going to go dig at the granite. Good. Excellent. Yeah, a bit of the map is on fire. We're going to pay no attention to that. That was just a minor boomalope incident. That'll burn itself off in the fullness of time. That's one of those fires we're going to not pay attention to. That's going to be a somebody else's fire problem. Let's again schedule some trees for demolition here. Not a lot of them. I have destroyed most of nature around here. If we head in this direction, there's all sorts of nature I haven't destroyed around here. Baby Black, how are you doing down here, kid? Not a single component, huh? Not one. Wow, I desperately need components so badly. I can't really make a lot of progress until we get some components going along around here. I also wanted to see if we can get some of these slag chunks out of here. We're kind of sitting on a bunch of them at the moment, if we're honest about things, and we are. So let's just put a quick dumping stockpile zone up there, and that can be for, well, basically chunks. Don't worry about the corpses. No, we won't fret them. And don't put toxic waste in there either. We've got a special spot for that. So just chunks, the steel slag and any rock chunks that happen to end up around the base here. We're slowly in the process of picking away at our wooden walls and making them into stone walls, which is unfortunate for Butch because, well, there's a big hole in Butch's room right now. Also some slag chunks. We're going to be working on those, Butch. We're going to be trying to get those anywhere but where they live right now. How are you broadly doing, kid? Yeah, you haven't done a conquest yet. Yeah, you ate without a table. We're putting one in the SS gift box, if that will help you. There's going to be a small table up there for just such an occasion. And then Winnie, how are we doing with you, kid? How's your health these days? Yeah, we did shoot you a bunch of times. Holy moly, we shot you a lot. Dweeb's coming in. Give you a little quick bite to eat there. Yeah, boy, we shot you a bunch with, like, everything. We shot you with everything we had. I mean, awesome for us, not as good for you. You've also lost a lung somewhere along the way, and that's not something I can fix right at this very moment. So, cope, really, is what I'm saying to you. I also see there's no floor there. That is unacceptable. Put some floor down in there. Thank you very much. Beta, what are you off to go do these days? You're going for a walk. Yeah, it's like 35 degrees out, kid. And you've only got the burqa on. The burqa is not known for its warmth. Maybe it is. I don't know. I've not worn one. Maybe it's an incredibly warm... It's probably just like wearing a giant blanket. That actually sounds very, very comfortable. Maybe I'll get into burqas. Who knows? There we go, Butch. We're patching up your room there. Smog's over here dealing with this nonsense. Okay, there we go. So we got that done. Why don't we keep that train a-rolling? I got a little bit more slate, maybe some granite I could be putting up. How about we did some granite walls? Not a lot. Again, just kind of picking this as we go along here. Do that there, and then maybe in there. Hopefully nothing will fall down. That's the hope, Butch. While you're sleeping, we're going to hope that nothing... Yeah, your room's just being shredded, Butch. Shredded. You can't be happy about this. The tigers are going to wander in, which is good because you're actually in charge of tigers. How many tigers are you in charge of? All of them. Okay, good. Good. Yep, you're in charge of all tigers. That is fantastic. Unfortunately, none of these tigers are ever going to get pregnant ever again. Maybe I'll get another tiger. That's an option that I have. I could just find another tiger to purchase. Okay, Raphael, you need a bed. And we don't got one of those, really, is how it all kind of comes down. We're working on something over here for you because this place is terrible, and you'd really love to have a terrible bedroom. So I'm basically going to give you one bed, one light, and a dirt floor. And weirdly, you're going to be ecstatic with that. That's going to be like the best bedroom you can possibly imagine. Might even take the light out. Just have you live in the dark. Beta, you're doing some chem fuel. That's good. We want to have and we do. We have a lot of extra chem fuel over here. Good stuff. And my guinea pig fur couch, which sounds delightful if very disturbing, is going really, really well. Okay, how's the food situation? Food is actually looking fairly good. So let's start to make, for no reason really, some packaged survival meals. Let's go ahead and, I don't know, just make like a bunch. Make a whole bunch of these, and then I'll kind of figure out later what I want to do with them. Dweeb, here's the thing. Dweeb, where are you, kid? Come here, talk to me. You're cutting down trees. Awesome. Dweeb, you have hypothermia, I bet. No, somebody else does, though. Yeah, Raphael, you're naked. You kind of signed up for hypothermia, really, didn't you, kid? He said, I would like to not wear clothes. I would prefer not to wear clothes if that is an option. And indeed, it is an option. Not only is it an option, it's a tab. I can just click that and have you be naked. Because you really want that. You're a nudist. You would like to, you're a nudist who hates nice things. You're really, really easy to please, except in the middle of winter. Because, bits are going to fall off of you, kid. That's how hypothermia works. How about, Raphael, just while it's the middle of winter, until it's a little bit warmer out, show me some things. Show me the run zone. Yeah, we could extend that a little bit, but yes, that is broadly okay. I'm going to have you maybe be in the runaway zone, because you will die because you have no clothes on. It's that simple. I am no doctorologist, but even I can tell you hypothermia, when you're naked, is going to cause you no end of problems. So why don't you, Raphael, where'd you go? Come talk to me, kid. Why don't you go be in the runaway zone? All right? You don't need to worry with the other stuff. You find something else to do around here. I have no doubt you can find something else to do around here. Again, do we not have a bookcase? Guys, why are we not putting things in the bookcase? Let's make sure this is critical. Got all these books lying around the floor here. Could somebody do some hauling, please? One of the children, maybe? Baby, what is it you do around here? A little bit of everything. Why don't you be on number one hauling for a while? Maybe get those books put away, kid, huh? How about we get the book? How would we pick our things up off the floor after we've played with them? All right, that's what I'm sure one of my parents must have told me. Or a grandparent. Somebody in my family must have said, pick things up off the floor after you're done playing with them. That seems like the sort of thing a family member would say to a small child. Hey, Dweeb, or actually anybody, Smog, can you get this bot on the charger, please? It's just sort of hanging out here. It's also a lifter bot, which is, hauling, so maybe the lifter bot could get things off the floor, too. Yeah, we got a couple of spare chargers down here. Let's just get this done. And then you can go back to building that wall. Thank you. And this will eventually be Raphael's terrible bedroom. We do have quite a bit of wood that we've chopped down, so we should have no problem putting those beds together, and then anything else that we want to do, too, like the chairs up in the SS gift box. And then what am I going to do? Dweeb... I know we started to have a conversation, but then bits started falling off of Raphael. So we had to table that conversation. There you go. You're waiting in a safe temperature. Good. Yes, you are indeed naked. Has anything fallen off of you? Yeah, you've lost a toe. Yep, you've lost a toe. Well, that's a less important part than I was thinking. So good. Good job you, not losing more important things. Also, should we be slaughtering things? Oh, God, yes. Let's just kill everything that lives. Okay, all of that can go. Everything there can go. All right, we're going to make some packaged survival meals. It's going to be delightful. So, Raphael, yeah, you just kind of warm up there, Chief. Have a little snack. Talk about your toe that you used to have. And go about your day. You just stay in the nice, warm, comfy zone. Okay, you're going to stay in the comfy zone, where it's slightly comfier. Where are you going? Are you going to go rest in a hospital bed? Okay, yeah, I mean, that's broadly all right. There will be a bed available for you fairly soon. I know you can't get into the SS gift box right now. You probably don't want to. I'm not sure if I put heaters up in here. Oh, I did. It's actually very nice in here. Yeah, you should probably sleep there. But, here you are. The hospital's pretty good, too. Does the hospital have any heat? The hospital has double heat, right, because I accidentally put 2 heaters in here. So, really unnecessary. We've got that one targeted for demolition. But didn't really need both of those now, did we? No. You know what wouldn't be a bad idea is another weapons area. Kind of getting a little tight on those shelves, aren't we? And while we're just looking at things, well, I'm looking at things, and I guess theoretically you're looking at things too, unless you're kind of just have this on in the background, as I often do with YouTube videos. You could get that zone extended. All right, let's just build that over there. And Lumpy, are you going to ever work on this LMG? Lumpy, where are you? Come talk to me. Don't look at me like that, kid. What is it? What's your problems these days? Oh yeah, Doug died. Yeah, Doug did die. Yep. He's buried over in the mountain there. You're right, Doug's super dead. How long are you going to be sad about that? Only 6.5 days. Less than a week and you're over your dead husband. Oh, that's fun. It's fun when things just stop happening. I don't think that's how it works in the real world, Lumpy, but hey, kid, you do you. Maybe in a week you'll just have your eye on somebody else. There's a bunch of good options here. There's a bunch of eligible bachelors here. Raphael, and he's naked. You already know what you're getting. It's like, you know, it's like you see your Christmas present before it's even wrapped. You're like, here is what I'm getting with Raphael. One less toe than I might ideally like to have on a person, but I can learn to get over that. So, you know, if you feel like hooking up with somebody else, that is fine. That's totally okay. How are you doing? I should probably make sure somebody's actually feeding you. So, have you been fed recently? Yeah, you've eaten. You've eaten. Actually, only real problem is the pain. Apart from that, you're doing pretty good. We're working on converting you over to whatever it is we do around here. I'm never sure of our religion. And then we'll probably go ahead and get you on board. It's not that you've got a lot of great skills, but you are amazing at tigers. You're just phenomenal at tigers. And you've got a good art skill, too. That's not a bad idea. What are you doing? You're just bumming around, looking for something to shoot. Awesome, cool. All right, Dweeb, I know we keep tabling the conversation, Dweeb. I'm not really sure, Dweeb, what it is I want you to do. Dweeb, I don't have a vision for your colony like I do traditionally with RimWorld. I don't see what is Dweeb? What is Dweeb? Dweeb, what is Dweeb? What is Dweeb's colony? What is Dweeb's direction? What is Dweeb's vision? Dweeb, I'm talking to you. Don't pretend you're asleep. I know you're not. I don't really have the vision for this. I'm kind of just sort of poking along. We've had to flee several times for obvious reasons. And then we sort of landed here. I don't necessarily feel like this is home, but also I've kind of invested a lot of infrastructure into this colony, so I hesitate to leave. Are we raiders? Is Dweeb a raider? Is Dweeb an explorer? Is Dweeb a treasure hunter? I don't really know what Dweeb is. What kind of quests have we got available that we could theoretically be doing? Raphael's shame. Yes, you are. You're very shameful. I thought we already dealt with the threat. Was that not the threat that was following Raphael? Okay, maybe there's another threat coming. Raphael, how many people did you annoy while you were naked and had 10 toes? Steel worksite, farming worksite. Could go find the revered Tonlink. I mean, it's like our religious thing. You need to find it. So the old compound, right? Break in, hack the computers, and collect the information. Okay. There might be danger. There often is. There often is. Where would I find more gravelite panels these days? Show me where that is in relation to where we are. Yeah, that's pretty far away now, isn't it? That's like wicked far away, and it's in the middle of the desert too. What's the terrain like there? Oh, it's tundra. Okay, technically tundra. So some animals, not really a lot of vegetation. And then what is my game plan there? I'd have to do that in multiple hops. The ship isn't going to get there in one go. So, ooh, wow, that would be a long... I'm seeing 4, 5, maybe more hops to get over there. What's a little more local that we could be doing? There's that ancient complex. We could pop in there. Maybe get the whole Tonlink thing sorted out. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe that's my plan. Dweeb, come back to me. I don't know. Yeah, there you go, Dweeb. Don't ignore me, kid. Maybe that's my plan. I don't know that it is or it isn't. I'm just saying I don't have a better plan for Dweeb right now. I don't see what is Dweeb. I mean, I see who you are, but I don't see what you are. Also, could we get the bed built? Could we maybe just kind of bang that one out? It's just the dude's been waiting for a long time. He's already lost one toe. Let's not have him lose more. Dweeb, what are you working on right now in terms of cooking? Okay, you're getting some meals done. I'm going to bump up the packaged survival meals, because we've got quite a bit of food right now. So go ahead and bump that up a little bit. Butch is working on a tiger here. That's good news. And I think we need some more trees chopped down because, well, there's still some nature left around here. And obviously that's wholly unacceptable. Yeah, there's nothing in there. I've destroyed so many trees. There we go. There's a bunch over there. There's a whole bunch over there. Somebody go destroy a thing over there. I did just say chop trees, not cut plants down, right? Yes, I did. What's with the blood? Did we must be murdering something. I did assign a lot of murders lately, so that won't be wholly surprising. Yeah, we've probably got a bunch of murders. Oh, Smog, are you finally finishing out this bed? Good. Raphael, that is all yours, kid. It's terrible. You're gonna love it. Really, you will. It's a terrible, terrible bed. Room. Like a room with a bed in it. It's a bed and a lamp and a dirt floor. You have, like, weeds growing in your room. You're gonna think it's amazing. And then you can think about when you had 10 toes. You remember that? You remember when you had 10 toes? Are you still sad about this frostbite nonsense? Okay, well, get over it. You're in a perfectly warm room now. It's 68 degrees in there. It's perfectly nice. Okay, how are we doing on the SS gift box over here? Bedrooms are all set with my completely inefficient corridor, but I'm not changing it. And then, actually, I could change it. I could actually extend that bedroom. I could make more room out of that. Maybe bring a wall here and make a slightly larger freezer. Okay, comment section was vaguely right about this. That I could scrape a lot more room out of this. Give me some slate walls, because everybody loves that sort of thing. Give me a slate wall. All right. Here. And then here. Keep that door, but then put in a door here. I know you're saying I don't have enough stuff. I assure you I will. I assure you. It'll be fine. Deconstruct this nonsense. And then also deconstruct this nonsense. And then that can just be a larger dormitory, and I can fit more things in it. I can put more storage if I desperately need it, which I probably will. Butch, I see you're up here doing the poker thing with the cards. You've got, is that 2 aces? Oh, you're in good shape, man. You got like the ace of diamonds, and I believe that's the ace of clubs. You're not actually playing against anyone else, so this is really just for funsies. It's like, wow, if I were playing against someone else, I could probably win a lot of money here. I wish I were playing against someone else. Also, I don't really have any money. I mean, we have sort of a group currency. It's a slightly communistic setup here, in that we all have money, but one individual person does not have money. Butch has given up. Butch has seen the futility of having 2 aces in a poker game with nobody else, and he's like, I'm out. Yeah, I get it. Go work on tigers, kid. Just keep the tiger game a-going if you could. The other thing I want to do, which all depends on components, of which I have 1 now. I have a solitary component, is get the bigger mech thing going. The big, giant, medium mech size thing. Big, giant, medium really didn't all kind of work together, but anyway, the next level of mech stuff, if you will. The next level of mech stuff. Can we not do packaged survival meals? Are those dependent on vegetables? Yeah, they are. Dang it, we need vegetables in there. How about just like some beef jerky? They have that, Dave. It's called pemmican. Yeah, that literally exists in the game. It's called pemmican. It's effectively beef jerky at the end of the day. You can call it something fancy all you want. I mean, you can call green beans haricots verts, but they're still green beans at the end of the day. You give it a fancy French name, but all you did is fry up some green beans and say, oh, it's haricots verts. Yeah, it's green beans, dude. Same thing with pemmican. You can throw a fancy title on it. It's jerky. That's gonna be an awesome way to... Where are you going with a rifle? Inside the house? Oh, you're leaving. Okay, good. Are you gonna go murder something? I assume you are. Yeah, you're hunting a buck. Or you're hunting somebody named Buck, either way. Or you're just, it's kind of a slang term for getting your hustle on, I guess. You got a side gig going on somewhere else, Jella. You're hunting Buck. Cool. Well, whatever combination of those things it is, you go off and go ahead and do that, kid. I'm going to check in on the SS gift box here. The table is coming together momentarily, such as it is. I should put a light in there. That'd be a good thing to do. And what else do I really feel I need to do? Not really sure. The door is going in. That's good. I'll have a slightly larger freezer. I'll be able to put in another shelf there. Okay, comments. You were right on this one. I could be slightly doing better in the SS gift box. Okay, yeah, light up in here. And then, yeah, that can go like right there. And how do I what power are you tied into right now? You're going all the way down to the house. All right. What power do I have researched? Obviously, I know the basic stuff. I've also done solar panels and geothermal. All right, so wherever we land, I'm going to want to have enough gear to put together some rudimentary power. And maybe put a couple of, you know what, put a couple of batteries in here. That'd be a really snazzy idea. Not enough people say snazzy. I don't either. It's not actually my favorite slang term. I'd rather go for groovy, frankly. I might even take jazzy, but I'm more a fan of groovy. I'm on a one-man mission to bring groovy back into the lexicon. Our time with groovy was all too brief. It was really the 70s and Scooby-Doo. Apart from that, groovy... What? No, hang on. Okay, there's bugs chasing Raphael. Got it. Okay, so that little incursion had nothing to do with Raphael. Well, groovy. Let's see what we got here. Where are they? Oh, they're way down there. Is this really our problem? Because, like, do we have to deal with this? I mean, eventually, I suppose they'll get out. They'll try and bust their way through the door at some point. I'm kind of curious how much we need to worry about this. I guess we'll go worry about it. Let's put a team together here. So everybody kind of come... Let's start our little mission over here. And Stillwater, are you armed? Yeah, you got a pump shotgun. You can come join the fun. And then we'll also bring the Militors, because I never remember to do that. You guys can be drafted. And you can come down, like, in here. And then the other Militor was, like, here 2 seconds ago. Where did you go? Militor 2. Oh, you were literally right here. Okay, good. Yeah. So everyone kind of team up here. Oh, Butch, I'm going to need you on duty because tigers. So bring all the tigers. All your tigers are going to come in here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, everybody kind of come over. Yeah, boy, that's a lot of bugs. That's many, many, many bugs that we have there. I think our best move would be kind of out here-ish. That seems like a good idea. And then obviously I'll put the Militors up front because nobody cares if they get destroyed. I will just make more. So you Militor. Yeah, you come in there. And you come in there. And then really I kind of just need someone to go pop the doors open, really. Who do I care about the least? Raphael, you're naked. Why don't you come out? It'll be a big surprise to the bugs. They're like, holy moly. There's like a naked dude. Just opening up the door so we can get out and do some murders. Cool. Everybody come in here. And then also come in here and then run away. So there's okay, yeah, run away like wicked, wicked quick. Don't shoot Raphael on the way out, please. Thank you. Just allow the naked guy with 9 toes to get out the door. I tell you this, the sentences you say in this game. The sentences you say when you play RimWorld. Okay, things are happening here. Butch, you just kind of hang back because you're in charge of tigers. You can come up here. And we're just going to leave the tigers in abeyance until we actually need them. I think the Militor is running defense, and then we're kind of shooting around them. We don't really care if we shoot a Militor that much. Are we done? Yeah, I think we're broadly done. Put the Militors in here, and they can just shoot the things. Yeah, don't worry, guys. I know you can technically see it, but, like, don't sweat it. This is fine, and we'll allow that. So, there we go. And then these things are like... No, those are glow pods. Sometimes these things are... like egg sacs. That's the thing I don't want. Thank you very much. How about we shoot the egg sacs? Okay, let's just get those out of there. And anytime today. There you go. If you take it off pause mode, the game works much better, Dave. Well, okay. This is gonna take a little while. How about you stood like literally right? Oh, you can't. Dweeb, could you kind of like circle over here, please? They're a teeny tiny bit out of range. Could you come over here? How about I put you in front of its face and you just kind of do this? Okay, wow, we're still failing miserably. Also, we could close these doors now. There we go. The problem has sort of been solved, except there's a bug. Yeah, that's fine. You can spray whatever you want at the mechs. I don't really mind that much. What did you actually spray? Because you poisoned them? How do you poison a robot? Oh, it's a burn. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, you're off duty. You're off duty. There we go. No, don't fire at will. Just be off duty. And, sorry, Butch, you can take the tigers home. We didn't really need them today. Thank you for coming by, though. Appreciate that. Dweeb, you're also off duty, and then everything else is broadly fine. Okay, you're welcome, Raphael, by the way. You're welcome. I dealt with your problem. That's also distracted me from what I was doing before. What was I doing before? I was kind of working on the SS gift box here. The table's up. That's nice. Could maybe put a bookcase in here. It's not working down here, but we could put a bookcase up here. They could take some books with them. That's not a terrible idea. So how about a wooden bookcase up here? I'm just trying to think of recreation needs while they're out on the road. Try to keep them as entertained as possible. Okay, let's keep things moving a little bit faster here. The door's up. Cool. So you're going to take this apart and then that bit apart. And then this will be a little bit nicer in here. Or at least slightly bigger. I'm utilizing the space better than that. All right. Mech repair needed. That'll be the mechanoids here. Dweeb, are you doing anything vitally important? No, you're not. Go repair your Militor. Don't argue with me, kid. Just go repair the Militor. We're training the tigers to attack. That's excellent. It's really, really important that we have as many war tigers on hand as we can. And then, Dweeb, sorry, I'm not done with you yet, kid. Where's the other one? Yep, if you could go repair that one as well, thank you. It's like your gig, man. Winnie, how are you doing on the nonsense that you believe in? Wow, you really believe in that, don't you? You super, super believe in that sect. Just non-specific, generic sect. Okay. Well, fine. You hang out there. Is somebody feeding you? I think we actually literally just fed you. Yeah, we did. We fed you very, very recently. Okay. So, let's get the SS gift box wrapped up. See what I did there? I surprised myself with that one. We got the SS gift box wrapped up. Ha ha! And then, okay, sorry. And then we will maybe think about going somewhere. I'm not really sure where. I don't want to put that there because I want to put a shelf there. So this is just not really working out here. All right, put it there. Fine, I can still fit a shelf in there. Actually, why don't you fit a shelf in there? I mean, seeing as you're just talking about shelves, why don't you actually put a shelf in here? So put one like there, and then also there, so it doesn't interfere with the lamp. And this is all done too. So we can put some more shelves. Oh, and by the way, but just put like nothing at all here. These are all set to 0, right? Yeah, nothing. Put nothing here. Do not put anything at all here until I determine what's going to go there. Okay. So some more shelves could go in there, or more beds. I think 5 people is going to be fine for whatever raiding party I want to do. Batteries. You know what you need for batteries, Dave? Components. Guess what you don't have? You have a solitary component, which I think actually does buy me 1 battery. Ah, dang it, it's 2. All right, the quest for components continues. We're bisecting a mountain up here. We'll see if maybe there's something up in here that we can use, but I don't really have my hopes up. Carve out that bit, and then maybe carve out that bit down there. You never know. A good trader would be great. Who is idle? Oh, Raphael. Yeah, it's because I'm not letting you outside, dude. It's very, very cold, and you've already lost some bits. That ain't no good. You've lost bits. You have 1 less bit than you used to. And thankfully, again, it's not a particularly important bit. Like, you didn't need it, per se. I mean, we don't really need our small toe. Aren't we sort of, like, evolving those off? Yeah, when we were apes, those were really handy, but now, not really needed that much, because you know, we have shoes. I don't, and I'm not climbing trees on a regular basis. Not barefoot, anyway. I'm going to have shoes on when I do that. Probably good work boots if you're going to be climbing a tree. So, yeah, I don't think you really needed that toe very much. So probably best you don't have it. In fact, if you want, I could take off the other one. So it matches. Because you don't want to have 5 on one foot, 4 on the other. Hey, nobody wants that. Hey, Lumpy, what are we actually researching these days? Fabrication. Okay, cool, which I can't do because I can't build a fabrication bench. But eventually, if I need enough components to get a fabrication bench so that I can build the bench, so that I can manufacture my own components. And then it's all going to come together at that point. It's all, Dweeb, it's all going to come together for you. I assure you, this is all going to make sense someday. I'm just not wicked sure when. I could start flooring the textile room, kind of the tailoring room there. I could also just carve this up. It is right next door. Kind of no reason not to. Also, we could continue to explore in here, except I don't really break up the demon prison. How about we did that a little differently? How about we said maybe we go this way, like that? Except you made it go away, Dave. Go this way, like that. And then maybe bring something down like this. Just don't break the demon prison in case I, get a demon that I need to imprison. No sign of anything up here, huh? Okay, good bit of steel. I mean, look at that. That's positive. Got a bunch of that kicking around. Everyone else just sort of smashing rocks, which is great. I mean, stone blocks are always cool, and we are building up our slate again, which is nice, but not really a lot on the whole, literally anything else. And we've still got a good bit of winter going, too, which is not good for the whole package survival meals. I'm going to need some kind of vegetables from somewhere. I just don't know where. Hydroponics. Guess what you need for that, Dave? Oh, could it be components? Is it components? I hope it's component. Yeah, it's components. What if we did... I'm just going to do a very basic cement floor in the textile room. It doesn't really have to be super pretty in here. You could also think about extending that at some point. I mean, we've gone a little nuts with headbands, the head wraps, because we had a quest that we accidentally took and we never got it done, and now we're accidentally swimming in head wraps. I tell you what, if somebody came by who didn't have their head wrapped and said, I would like to wrap my head, and also I have many friends who also do not have wrapped heads and would enjoy having their heads wrapped, that would be ideal. And in exchange for lots of silver. That would be the ideal right now. Wow, that fire I ignored really took out a lot of property, didn't it? Huh. Well, you're going to have that around here. Okay, the quest for components continues. I think we're basically done up here. Yeah, a couple more spots, and then that's going to wrap up over there. What? Oh, Stillwater's having dark visions. Yeah, you're going to get that. That's pretty common around here. Was it Raphael? Because Raphael is a 9-toed naked guy wandering around because he's not allowed outside. Was that your dark vision? Because that was just Raphael. Sorry, that was not like some nightmarish monstrosity conjured out of your nightmares. That was just this naked guy who has 9 toes. And he's wandering around. Again, he's not allowed outside because more bits will start falling off of him. So if that was your dark vision, Stillwater, I assure you it was real. It was very real. The guy's sleeping over here. What are you... Oh, that is Stillwater. You're just wandering around looking at walls. Avoiding Raphael. Smart move. Baby Black surrounded by tigers at all times. Just surrounded by tigers. Wow, you're a terrible kid. I mean, you are only 7. But the mining is ticking up. All right, forcing you to do mining is gradually making you slightly better at mining. Well, with nothing else to do and without a component in my pocket, we may as well continue the plan of getting the base less flammable. So let's go with more slate walls, because it seems to be about all we have right now. Dave, you could make them do specific stone blocks. Yeah, but I'm not. So let's do this, and then maybe we'll do this bit down here. What else could we pick away at? Dweeb, you're going to love this. I'm going to punch a hole in the middle of your room in the middle of winter. It's going to be great. You're going to be a real big fan of this. It will be temporarily freezing in there. Oh, I see we got the books on the bookcase. Nice, good. We got the bookcase set up here. I don't know this is going to be much more ready to go than what it is right now. I want to think about putting a stove in here, maybe. But I'm going to kind of cross that bridge when I come to it. I don't really know if I'm going to need it, what we might find somewhere else. We'll just kind of have to play that by ear. And also, let's get, now the wood is coming in. Let's get some more chem fuel going. I would love, wherever we go, to not have to make chem fuel to come back. Just go with a full tank of gas and a tank in the trunk. Oh, you've done fabrication. Neat. Nothing I can do about that. Sure. Let's backtrack a little bit. Maybe the vitals monitor, biosculpting. That might be a good idea. Neural supercharger. People love that sort of thing. Yeah, do that. We are basically transhumanists, so people want that kind of thing. Dweeb, how much do you want one of those things? Yeah, you do. You're really keen on getting that. Well, we're going to make that happen. Never, honestly, Dweeb. It's going to be component heavy. I'm not going to lie to you, kid. It's going to be heavy on the old components there, so probably not happening soon, but we're going to do our best. We really are. I assure you, we're going to make a sincere effort to find... Look, Dweeb, nobody wants components more than me. I know I said I don't have a vision for you. Don't get all huffy with me. Nobody wants components more than I do. I'll probably go ahead and work on Dweeb's room. You know, what with the freezing temperatures, it's 13 degrees in there. I'm just saying, you know, it's like wicked, wicked cold. Thank you, Smog. Appreciate that. All right, well, Baby Black's room is going to be back on track. I say that, you no, you have a vent into here. So we just put the wall up, so that will warm up at some point. Yeah, the temperature is technically climbing, if not by much. It's still freezing. You know what, kid? You're going to be surrounded by tigers. There is nothing warmer than a bunch of tigers sleeping on top of you. That just sounds like paradise. I would pay almost any amount of money to have a bunch of tigers. Whoa! Any amount of money to have tigers sleeping on top of me. Oh, heck yes. Heck to the yes. Yes, please get all of those components. I'm going to have to kind of ration these a little bit. I don't have unlimited components. Obviously, the best thing I can put up would be the fabrication bench so I can make my own components. So let's just start to get that in play here. So the fabrication bench, it's a bigger thing. It's a bigger thing. Pop that guy, like, I don't know, right? No, don't do that because it's going to obscure the other bench. And let's get an armchair for this one because you're going to be here a while. So one plain leather armchair will do the trick. Yeah, right there. And we'll pop that in there. And then where'd those lamps just go? I want to reinstall those. So install that one there. And install this one here. You're going to want a lot of light by the fabrication area. Okay, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a bit. And 2 advanced components. Well, great, I've got those. Those I can do. It's the regular components that I need. How are we doing on that? We make any progress at all? Where did we technically find those? Was that up here? I do not know. Well, they found them somewhere. There they are. They're down in here. Looks like we might have already got 1 or 2 of them out of there. Yeah, we're up to 3. We're up to 3, so... Wow, that takes 12. 12 components. But this is the most obvious choice, because then I can make my own components, which only require a bit of steel. They're a snap to make. It's what, a masterwork chair? Good for you, kid. A masterwork armchair. It'll be very, very comfy. The components are a snap to make. It's just getting the bench to get the components, not such a snap. I do want batteries in the SS gift box, but I don't want to set those up until they pulled everything they need for here. This is the most important thing that we are doing right now. I almost want to cancel the rest of the mining projects in favor of that. Yeah, because we are kind of you know what? They might find something else while they're there. We'll get them eventually. All right, you're all excited because you found a few components. We will get them eventually. This is fine. What if we could spend some time prettying up the SS gift box? Got a bunch of wood now. How about we did some nice wood flooring in there? So maybe some wood floor right in there. And then how about some nice slate tile in here? For no reason. Just to pretty the place up a little bit. Nice little recreation room over there. You're off in space. You've landed... Well, you're not in space because we can't actually go to space. It's really more of a boxy airplane at this point. But, you know, you want it a little bit nice in there. Yeah, feel like you're flying first class. You're not. Maybe business class, but you're not flying first class. Hey, Butch, what are you doing? You're digging at slate. Could you actually prioritize these, please? You could actually just punch those out real quick. That would be super, super awesome of you. I would be a big fan of everything that you are doing right now. And everything that you're doing is exactly what I told you to do. So please keep doing that. Just like forever, dude. Stillwater, you coming into... you're digging at slate. Don't. Prioritize mining at that. There's 3 right there. Okay, maybe get a little bit more. That'd be nice. And then throw everything into the fabrication bench. We shouldn't have any other projects pending. Not that require components, anyway. That should be all we need. We've made no moves in that regard. All right, how many did we get over there? I think they're hauling some right now. Yeah, they're already hauling them, which is kind of nifty fun. Are you coming to go haul stuff? Yes, you are. Excellent. There's even more right there. And then Stillwater is going to pull out. Okay, you've buggered off, but you got a couple more out of there. That's not going to be enough at all. Where are you bringing those, by the way? Are you going to haul those right into the bench? No, you're just going to dump them down here. Whatever. Whatever. Okay. I still don't think I have enough. I love a good bulk goods trader who had a ton of components to come through. Do you really have anything to sell them, though, Dave? There's the thing, isn't it? You have anything to sell them? Butch, you're supposed to be kind of tigers and art. You want to maybe finish anything? How many do I have queued up to go? Yeah, one small, a couple of large ones. It's broadly fine, and we've got, like, a couple of art pieces done, just not nearly enough. Smog, what were you just freaking out about there? What's going on? Yeah, you want... Oh, an unsettling conversation. Yeah, that's going to happen. And you'd like to have an artificial enhancement. I want you to have an artificial enhancement. We're on the same page with that. I want you to be basically RoboCop. I just don't have the capacity to do that at the moment. What I do have the capacity to do is put some nicer furniture in the hospital, seeing as I happen to be looking at it. So how about we do some nice end tables in there, like that, and then we'll kind of perk that up as we go along. We've got the sterile tiles. We did that bit. So I want to get obviously the hospital bed and maybe some other things. Visitors might have some items to trade. The chances of those being components are virtually nil, but it won't hurt. It won't hurt to take a look at it and see if that's something we can get going there. Oh, this looks much nicer. This looks much, much nicer. This is much better. How about a cement floor in the sort of freezer area like this? All right, actually, you know what? Maybe right down here as well. For no reason. It's going to look exactly like the spaceship tiles, but that's fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Everybody stop panicking. Everybody stop. So who is your actual trader? Nobody? Oh, there you go. You're down there? Yeah, Lee Iacocca here. No, it's Squid. Sorry, it's Squid. Hey, Dweeb, go talk to this guy. Praying they have a handful of components. I wouldn't mind some medicine either. What do you got? You got herbal medicine. Well, you got one herbal medicine. I'll take it. Better than not having herbal medicine. I could take the pemmican off of them. That's another good traveling food. A golden iqua. You want 6,500 for that? No, absolutely not. You can have some of these things, though. You can get rid of that short bow and basically anything I don't really want anymore. Get rid of that. I have a lot of rifles. I have many. I don't need that many rifles. You're actually trying to get to better weapons. Oh, you know what these guys are into? Head wraps. Perfect. These are some guys who said, our heads are not wrapped. How can we alleviate that problem? Maybe I will take all your pemmican in exchange for, that's right, head wraps. You can't even afford that many head wraps. Some of you are going to have to go home unwrapped in your head ecological area. That's about all you got. I'm taking basically everything off of you in exchange for some of you having wrapped heads. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. Enjoy your head wraps. I'm sure you're going to be very wrapped after that. Alpha Thrumbo. What? Okay, an Alpha Thrumbo. Exceptionally rare. Yep. Too wild to tame. Too powerful to hunt. Horns are worth more than their weight in gold. I don't know, that gold iqua is worth a lot. Where do you think it is? We're not going to go do that right now, but where do you think that is? In relation to me, not crazy far. Not crazy far. This is a much more viable candidate for going to get some more stuff. The Gravcore stuff. And that is a hardcore desert. All right, so if we're going over there, we're going to need to take a lot of food because we probably won't get any while we're there. But that could be a thought, too. I'm kind of inclined to go to the complex, whatever it is. Chella playing a little bit of poker there. Wolverine, maybe stay out of my spaceship. Also, that's my pemmican. I purchased that. Don't be eating my pemmican. Oh, we've already picked it all up. Never mind, you guys are fine. You brought your own. Good job. How are we doing over here? No components in there. Oh, we got 10. I'm 2 components shy on this. 2 components shy. Just need 2. Right? Maybe even something I could deconstruct for components. I will pick my own base apart to do this at this point. Wow, Lumpy, you flew through that. A combat supplier. Okay, they might have components. It's not inconceivable. So call these guys. I don't really have a lot left to sell unless they're wicked into head wraps. Unless they're basing an army uniform around head wraps. You know, we need military head wraps. We've done the neural supercharger. Cool, you just flew through that. Start on biosculpting. See what goes. There we go. Okay. Yes, they have components. Oh, frabjous day. Okay. And a shuttle engine, too. That's the one that will get me into space. I don't really have that kind of money. That's just not real. You guys into head wraps, by any chance? No. No, you will buy a couple of statues, as indeed all of you will. Not wicked into head wraps. That is unfortunate. I would love to sell you some head wraps. I wouldn't mind buying that Hellcat rifle, or the sniper rifle, or the charge lance. I mean, I've kind of got some money to spend, but not really that much. Although if I'm going to go into some ancient complex with danger and stuff, I should probably get something. We can, if I had the components, we could make these. But I don't. That's it. That's pretty much all you're willing to buy, isn't it? I'm not selling the barrels, and I'm not selling our narcotics. That'd be silly. I wouldn't actually mind taking some of your medicine as well. Ugh. Okay, just get what you need to get here. Just get what you need to get. Get the components. Because that is vital at this point. Where'd you put them? Somewhere, maybe. You know there's a search feature, Dave. Yes, I'm aware there's a search feature. Do you see me using it? No, I think they already put this... Yeah, they've already done it. They've already found them from somewhere. Wherever they landed, they found them. And they're going to put this together. And I will finally be able to make my own components. Which means I should probably take who's ever into crafting, which is beta. I'm going to take you off tailoring, and we're going to temporarily... You can see how excited I am. They haven't even finished the bench, and I'm already waiting to get going on making my own components. Let's just suspend the stone blocks for right now, because I don't want you taking time with that. I want you going full-on, out-of-control component manufacturer. You have a masterwork armchair to sit in and do it. I don't even have a masterwork armchair to do what I'm doing right now. I mean, it's an okay chair, but it's not, like, the most comfortable. Really, a lot of it's my posture. If I had better posture in this chair, if I actually sat properly, I would be a lot more comfortable. I regret that nobody drilled posture into my head when I was younger. I do. I you know, stand up straight, sit properly when you're driving a car, that kind of thing. Don't keep things in your back pocket when you're driving a car, too. It's the recipe for lower back pain, as indeed I have now. So, there we go. We've got a thing here. Make components. Neat. Do it until we have... What do you mean? Oh, I had 8 left. Really? I had 8 components left? That's pretty good. How about we said 40? 40 seems to be a reasonable number to have, and pause when satisfied. So if I have 8 components left. Wow, they ain't wrong. I do. How about we throw a couple of batteries in here, then? I'm just going nuts with component spending now. It's a fire. That's probably fine. So, yeah, I got them. Let's use them. So how about... Actually, they could go over here. That's not a bad spot for a battery. Use the space I've got. Try to be a little bit more space efficient. And that way, when they blow up, there'll be people in there to catch fire. The fire seems to have dealt with itself. Yeah, we had a chat with the fire. We're like, you know what, you're fine. Just do your thing, man. And who was supposed to be... It was Butch. No, Lumpy's working on an unfinished LMG. Lumpy, what other... You're obsessed with researching. Okay, let's cancel that. And then somebody else can get on it at some point. So, LMG, a prosthetic heart. Did somebody need a heart? Oh, yeah, we had the heart attack problem. Okay, yeah, probably keep working on that now that we've got a component or two kicking around. Yeah, keep doing that. And then hopefully we're going to get on the component game, right? We're going to start making components, right? Any second now, we're going to start making components. The batteries are in. Did I actually put those in range of power? Not as such, no. So how about there's a power conduit going down here, and then another one going down here. Okay, much better. All right. I think the SS gift box is basically ready to launch, apart from actually putting things in it. So I'll line up some more shelves in here that could have, say, medicine. That would be a really, really awesome thing to take. And then anything else I can think of for a trip to go check out maybe a temple that has maybe a thing in it. That's a terrible idea. It's my own fault, Dweeb. I just don't have the vision. My visions are failing me here. There's something that you're going to do, Dweeb. There's a bright future for you. Well, it may actually not be bright, but there is a future for you. I just don't know what it is. So here we are, Dweeb. That's probably an excellent place to call it on RimWorld for today. Guys, do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of this. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours. We'll see you next time. Citizens Dropgo, everything is under control. This is not a fire. This is not a fire. This is an aggressive urban redevelopment program. Increase the boa constrictor education rating. Big snake, keep away. Are you all smarter now? Oh, you have a migraine or a rattlesnake bite. Well, this is wicked simple, Linda. Have you been bitten by a snake? If the answer is no, then it's a migraine. No, I'm waving, though.
Oh, I'm waving. Now. That's exciting.
I'm waving very frantically.
How are you doing that?
Now,
How are you doing that?
I can't with this. I can't.
This is it. Right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in.